Hey there, I read this novel, Orbital by Samantha Harvey. It's a very new novel. It's making a lot of news and buzz in many reader circles because this book got shortlisted for the 2024 Booker Prize. The online of the book was more than enough for me to pick this book. This is about six astronauts at the International Space Station, the ISS, that orbits, that moves around the Earth all time, all day, throughout the year, and this has been happening for many, many years. This is about six astronauts at the International Space Station. How did I reach this book? I was going through the shortlist of the 2024 Booker, and I wanted to read at least one novel before they announced the winner. So I was going through the plot lines, I was going through the number of pages, and this was the shortest among the rest. And this had a very interesting plot, so I decided that I will read this book. I read this book, my Kindle. This was a very fast read. This was also a very delightful read. Now, what is the plot of the book? Interestingly, this book has no plot. If you're someone obsessed with a plot line, a substance, like a plot in the novel, then you might be disappointed. This book has no plot, and this is exactly what I absolutely loved about this book. This is about six characters. This is about six different characters, six astronauts from different nationalities coming together at one place, which is outside the ISS, and them contemplating the Earth. They contemplate the Earth, their home, and they kind of philosophizes it. They philosophizes the boundaries, the nations, the identities, different relations throughout the book. And in fact, at one point, I even found this as a love letter, a letter of love written by the author to Earth. This is a romance between the author and planet Earth. There is this one question that I asked myself while reading this book. What is good? Who is good? In many civilizations, God is a person who acts like a watch guard, watching and guarding the earth, and sitting somewhere up there. Now, God has a total view of the very panoptic view of the Earth. Now, these six astronauts at the International Space Station, indeed, they got a God's eye view. We say bird's eye view. I say they got a God's eye view. They view the Earth from up above. I would want to read out to you one passage from this book. This is about an astronaut watching Earth up from the ISS. Quote, just her feet dangling above a continent, her left foot obscuring France, her right foot Germany, her gloved hand blotting out Western China. For someone sitting up there at the ISS, there are no boundaries. Boundaries are invisible, and nationalities and nations are non-existent. I think this book is all about this particular philosophy, that from a position up above, none of the national identities, none of the identities, in fact, matter, because everything is same from up there. I think this book is about this one philosophy. Now, if you've read the novel English Patient by Michael Ontaji, you would come across somewhat a similar philosophy. At an Italian villa, people from different nationalities coming together during the time of World War, people from different nationalities coming together at a place, especially during a time like World War. Now, when people fight among each other in the name of nation and identities, I think this book puts this philosophy right at the society, saying that none of these matter, because from up there everything is the same. All the identities that you have created are indeed imagined identities. I think this novel is shortlisted because of this one philosophy. I don't see any other reason why this book is shortlisted for the Booker Prize, because this novel puts forth the philosophy that all the identities that we have imagined are just imagined identities. At one point, reading this book, I even thought that the author is apolitical or oblivious in her approach to global um politics or geopolitics and global issues. One can actually argue this, that this novel is apolitical. But then I got some clarity towards the end of this novel. At one point, I thought that she was trying to argue that none of the political relations, or none of the political fights, or none of the national fights matter from up above. But then she surprised me with this one passage. The hand of politics is so visible from their vantage point that they don't know they could have missed it at first. It utterly manifests in every detail of the view, just as the sculpting force of gravity has made a sphere of the planet and pushed and pulled the tides which shape the course, so has politics sculpted and shaped and left evidence of itself everywhere. She writes that one can actually spot uh, the after effects of many wars that are fought on Earth, the after effects of many political decisions that were taken, the change in the color of the water bodies, the diminishing green across the surface of the earth, the changing shape of the rivers. All of these are, in fact, after effects of many decisions taken geopolitically. Something interesting that I want to share with you. While I was reading this book, I was on my laptop. I was playing the live stream of the ISS, the view from ISS. It's there on NASA's YouTube channel. I was playing that video live, and once in a while the audio cracks open with I think it's conversation between the crew members of ISS and the control room here. So very interesting. While reading this book, I had that running at the background. And now forget about the philosophy part. I had huge fun reading this novel because I got to know a lot about the activities inside ISS, the food they eat, the kind of lab experiments that they do inside ISS, the table talks, their interactions, different nationalities coming together, so different cultural contexts, different they carry different cultures, they carry different identities and nationalities, and at the end of the day, none of this matters because up from there, everything is the same, or up at there, everything is the same. Now, the book of hopes. I don't personally think that this book has a chance to make it to the uh, first position. I think there should be other books that might appeal more to the jury team than Orbital. But I had huge fun reading this book. This just above 150 pages, a very fast read. A completely new plot line for me. So I had huge fun reading this book. I would recommend this book to you if you are looking for a new book out there, a book that is making a lot of buzz, then this book is for you. Even otherwise, this is one of the most significant books of the year. So definitely go check this book out. Orbital by Samantha Harvey. Thank you.